Hello internet world, welcome to a new video on the Geekanoids channel. In today's video, it's a new episode of Be Creative, and today's subject is very relevant if you are applying for a job. It's how to stand out in the crowd. There is so many job applications for each job vacancy nowadays, and indeed many jobs receive not hundreds, not even tens, but sometimes thousands of applicants just for one vacancy. So it's very, very important that you stand out from the crowd. Now, you need to have, the first tip is you need to really have a well-designed CV or resume. Not just a standard one, just white text on, black text on white paper is really not good enough. You need something that's very, very well designed. And there are in fact lots of templates online for you to choose from. And you can put those into Photoshop or Word or Pages or whatever application you're going to use to type it up, and make yourself something that looks very professional and something a little bit different from the norm. And in fact, even though it was a slip of the tongue a minute ago where I almost said white on black, it's not a bad idea. White text on a black background, not many people do that. It might not be appropriate for every single job type that you're applying for, but certainly if you're trying to think outside the box and you want something to stand out, then it could be a reasonable idea. Now, I want to tell you a little story about somebody that I know that was applying for a job and wanted to stand out from the crowd, and they did something very, very unique. Now, it was for a design and marketing agency they were applying for a job for. And instead of just sending in a regular resume or CV, they actually made something. And what they actually did was they designed a cereal packet. So you know, something like a pack of cornflakes, Rice Krispies, Weetabix, you know, a cereal packet that you would normally eat for breakfast. And they did a design, really cool design on the front. They appeared as one of the little cartoon characters on the front of the packet. And then on the side where you'd normally find the ingredients, that was their ingredients. That was what they were made up of, and that was their skills. And then on the back, there was some highlights, and inside the crisp packet, they put a little toy that was representative of what they really enjoyed playing with when they were a kid. And they explained that on the back as well. And it gave the recipient an insight into somebody who was very, very creative. It also gave them an insight into what this person played with when they were a kid, you know, the sort of upbringing they'd had, the sort of family values they have. And the ingredients gave them a really unique way of learning about the skill set of that individual. So really very, very good way of standing out from the crowd. And that person that I know got that job. So it worked for them. Now, I'm not saying do that in your case. I'm just trying to give you a few little ideas that will certainly make you stand out from the crowd. Now, another example, perhaps you're applying for a copyright job or a job on a newspaper or magazine, some sort of writing job. Again, instead of sending in a regular resume, a single sheet of paper, perhaps design your own little newspaper. It doesn't have to be 20, 30, 40 pages, just a couple of pages, or 4 pages would be good, or a little magazine, and use that to highlight your achievements. So there is more work involved in you doing this type of CV or resume, but they will see the effort you put in, they will receive something that's very unique, and if you get it printed professionally, yeah, it's going to cost you a little bit to get that printed, but the investment in yourself to get that particular job is well worthwhile. Another idea for you, a marketing job. Perhaps you're going for something in marketing or PR. Again, instead of sending in a regular paper CV, why not make a video of yourself presenting a video? Why not make a little animation or get some help from friends or family, somebody who's got a unique skill to make a little animation, or maybe a little jingle, something that will really, really capture the person who's sitting behind the desk doing the interview's attention and get them to pick up the phone or send you an email and invite you in for that person-to-person interview. There are so many different ways that you can actually be creative when you're applying for jobs, and I think it's essential nowadays that you really let your personality shine through. After all, this company or person that's making the decision is investing in you. So I think it's really important and only right that you invest a little time in how you're going to present yourself as well. So that's it for this video. I hope those tips and a little bit of advice has given you some food for thought on how to stand out in this really crowded marketplace now when you're applying for jobs. If you've got any questions or comments or even stories to tell about how you applied for a job in a unique way, leave them in the comment section below. Thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Don't forget we've got another Be Creative next week, so don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and I'll see you in another one very soon.